Morning, people. Thank you for coming to this new class. We are in seventh week, and thank you for being with me. In today's class, we're gonna learn how to solve systems of linear equations by using a new method, which is gonna be elimination. If you remember in the first class, we learned how to deal and how to solve system of linear equation by graphing, which was not the best. If you remember when it comes to decimal, it was difficult to pin the answer down. It wasn't a, I mean, the likable. It wasn't an accurate information. Then we move on and we took a look at a substitution. It is very similar to this, by the way. The only difference is the first. But let's have a look. A really quick look at elimination. What is that about? But before actually explaining the topic per se, I just want to give you an idea. So elimination, guys, if it is elimination, what do you think we're gonna do, guys? If it was substitution, we substitute. If it is graphically, we use to graph. If it is going to be elimination, what are we gonna do? Someone would say
Eliminate.
eliminate. Okay, excellent. I will give you a quick idea. Let's say that I have a number like a, let's say that I have 8 here and I have the number 8 here. Okay, guys. Can someone tell me what should I do, guys, in order to eliminate? Eliminate means to get the zero here. So what should I do to eliminate these two variables?
For a negative sign.
Oh, excellent. One of them must be negative. That's the first point. Thank you very much. One of my terms here has to be negative. Okay, that's the first thing. Okay, one, either the first one or the second one. Take a look at now. Negative 8 and positive 8 or positive 8 minus 8 is 0. Thank you. That was really easy. Let's go to another one. Let's say that you got a 5x or 5x. Here you have 5x. So what should I do in order to get a zero? Can someone give me an idea what I have to do? If I have 5x and I have another 5x, the main idea here would be to eliminate this. I have 5 apples and I have 5 apples. How can I get zero? Someone said before,
Be negative.
one of them must be negative, correct? That's the main idea. 5x and 5x is 10x, but I need one of them first to be negative. Okay, let's say I'm gonna say that the second one is negative. Okay, 5x minus 5x. Okay, that is 0x. Excellent. Let's have a look at another one. Let's have a look at another one. Let's say now that I got let's see. Okay, let's leave it like that. Let's leave it like that. Let's get down to work. We have the first example. And what I'm going to try to do, guys, will be to solve this equation, system of linear equations by elimination. And this is basically the idea that I just gave to you. Again, my goal will be in the first step, guys, will be to eliminate one of the variables. I need to find, you can take either X or Y, but guys, let's be clever. You will have to be clever enough to identify which variable are you gonna eliminate. Take a look. If you have 5x's and negative x's, and then you have negative y and positive y, there is one of these variables, guys, that you can eliminate. Which one is, it would be easiest to you to solve? 5x,
Instead of the Y.
the y, right? Okay, let's take the y, let's take it here apart. Okay, negative y, and you have, what is the other one? Y. Okay, your goal is to get zero. How can you get zero, guys, if you have negative y and positive y? As you can see, you were said it's already
Just leave it like that.
excellent. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, Mauricio. We only have to leave it like that. 1y minus y is 0y. We eliminate automatically. Guys, the only thing that I have to do in this moment is to add or subtract, in this case, this equation. I'm gonna make a line here. I'm gonna make a line here, and then I'm gonna add it. That is possible? Yes, it is possible. That is one of the properties of equation. You can add one, it's add in one side. As long as you add it on the other side, that is going to balance your equation. Let's do that. Let's say that you have 5 apples minus 1 apple. The x represents apple. 5 apples minus 1 apple. What is that equals to, guys?
4 apples.
4 apples.
Four.
4 apples. And then one watermelon minus one watermelon. 1 minus 1. What is that equals to?
0.
0. I will
Zero.
not copy it because I don't even need it. Okay, because this is completely 0. 1 minus y minus y is 0. And then the constant terms. -6 plus 2. One is positive, the
-4.
-4. Thank you very much. Correct. That is the -4. -4. Okay, this is what we got, guys. Okay, once you eliminate, take a look that you eliminate this variable, you will need to solve for x. That will be your goal as well, leaving the variable alone. That's what you're trying to do, solving for the variable. How can I get x alone here?
Pass 4 to the other side.
Excellent. This 4, guys, is multiplying. If I divide in either side, okay, 4 is going to be divided on the other side. And then let's simplify. What is -4 divided by 4? 4 divided by
-1.
1.
4. Thank you very much. Okay, this is, take a look, guys. I already got what is the value for x. X is equals to -1. I got it. Then, once I got this, guys, what I'm going to do is I need to what? What will be the second step? What will be the second step? If I have the value for x, how can I know what is the value for y? The second step will be, I mean, will be to substitute substitute this into either the first or second equation, and then I found y. Okay, let me know which variable, which equation do you want to take. Sorry that I didn't label them. I used to say that this is the number one and this is the number two. Which equation do you think it is the best to substitute, guys? The
The second one, the second.
it could be the second one. Good point.
I did the first one.
The stairs one. I think both of them are gonna be quite similar. Let's take the I don't know. Eh, Team Marín de dos pingüín. Fue yo no fui, fue te, pégale, pégale, que ya fu. I'm gonna take the first one. You can take the second one. It's gonna be exactly the same thing. Okay, let's take the first one. Okay, I'm gonna say from one, and I'm going to substitute. Let me copy the one. Let me copy the number one. Number one is 5x minus y equals -6. And then I need to substitute it. 5x. Okay, do I know the value for x, guys?
Yes.
It's 1. Okay, I'm going to put -1. I'm going to place parentheses. Okay, -6. Okay, let's substitute. X instead of x parentheses, and x is equals to -1. Okay, -1 is right here. And then let's try to solve this equation, okay, as usual. Okay, this parenthesis means multiplications. 5 times -1,
Negative.
-5, minus y equals -6. And then my goal is to let the x alone, guys. That is my goal. Let me move on just a little bit here. My goal is to let y alone. Okay, -y here, -6 here. Take a look that this -5 is pissing me off on this left side. I'm going to move it on to the other side. And that will be -5 will be +5, right? And then, guys, let's simplify. -y will be -6 plus 5,
1.
-1, right? -1. And then it's almost alone, but I got a -1 here pissing me off. Okay, I'm going to move it to the other side. Okay, this -1, guys, on the other side is going to be dividing, right? Dividing as a -1 too. Okay, this -1 is going to be divided. And then my answer is going to be what? 1 divided by -1. That will be +1. Okay, and we already got that. What we're gonna do now, I just found what is the value for y, x and y. Then I will represent my solution as the, I mean, the other pair. Okay, solution, I will say solution is going to be x and y. What is x equals to? You said it's negative.
-1
And what is y equals to?
equal 1.
X, and this is y. You can substitute this, guys. If you don't believe me, substitute whenever you get x here, -1, and then substitute 1. Let's do it mentally. 5 times x, x is -1. 5 times x is -5. -5 minus y, minus 1. -5 minus 1 is -6. Yeah, that's correct. You can check these equations. Let's have a look at the second one. Again, you will have to get a target variable, which is the one that you're going to be eliminated. Which one, guys? X or Y? Which one is the, I mean, the most or the most suitable variables you can eliminate? And why?
X,
The
Okay,
X.
why not Y? Why not this one?
because both are positive.
Was a positive. If I add it, I get positive 6y. Excellent. And this one is already negative and the other is positive. And I have the same quantity. Okay, 1x minus, excellent. Good point, guys. Good point. Okay, I'm going to say this is my equation 1 as usual. This is my equation 1 and this is my equation 2. Okay, let's take it apart. Okay, I'm going to take the x's, negative x, and the other one is positive x. Okay, and my goal is to get 0. This is my goal, to eliminate. As you can see, one x, one is positive and the other is negative. That is, I mean, really helpful. And then 1x minus x, you automatically get 0. Mister, all of the variables are going to be like this, all the system, not like this. But let's have a look at this, okay? And let's add this. And then let's add. The first one, negative x plus x, what is that equals to? 1x minus x is 0. I'm not going to copy 0 then because I don't need it. Then 3y plus 3y. What is that equals to? 3 plus 3
6.
and 6y equals, and then the constant terms on the right side. 6 plus 18. 6 plus 18 is 24, right? 24. Then, guys, let y alone. 24, I copied. This 6 is pissing me off. It's multiplying. On the other side, it's going to be dividing. And then y is going to be equals to 24 divided by 6, guys. 6 times 4 is 24.
Is for
Okay,
4.
thank you. And this is my first solution, guys. You already know what is the value for y. The value for y for this is 4. Then how do you get x? You only need to take either the first or second equation and substitute the value you already know, which is 4. Y equals 4. Okay, which equation do you want to take, guys? From what? Which equation do you think it is I mean, the most likable so you can work more comfortable?
The second one.
The second one, because there is the negative. Good point.
Yes.
Okay, good point. But you can take the first one. It will work. Okay, the second one. Thank you. Okay, let's copy the second one. I'm gonna copy the second one, which is x plus 3y equals 18. And then let's substitute x plus 3y. Okay, instead of y, I'm gonna place parentheses 18. Can someone tell me what is the value for y? We got it.
4.
The first step, okay?
Or
4, thank you. It's 4. Guys, let's get rid of the parentheses. X plus 3 times 4. 3 times 4, guys, is 34. Oh, it's 12.
12.
12, yes, it's 12. And equals 18. And again, this is, I mean, guys, I know I do sound like a broken heart record. So then what I'm going to do is to move this constant term to the other side. Okay, x is going to be equals to 18 is already here, and 12 is positive. On the other side, it's going to be negative 12. And what is the answer for this, guys? 18
6.
minus 12, 6. And you guess, guys, we did it. That is the answer. Solution, if you don't believe me, you can substitute here. The solution will be, what is the value for x first?
6.
6. And what is the value for y?
4.
4. Thank you very much. Guys, I don't know, but I feel like I
Okay, no, this is correct, right? This is x, -1, and this is y1. Okay, I thought I had made a mistake, but I didn't. Okay, x is 6, this is x, and this is y, y is 4. Just like this. Okay, let's dive deeper. Let's have a look at this one. 3x minus y equals 26, -2x equals y minus 24. If you can see, this is a little bit different, guys. Why? Take a look that this is 3x minus y equals 26. This is in the standard form. The standard form is that you got the equation x here, then y equals a constant term. Can someone tell me, is the second equation in the standard form? X is here, but y is on the other side, guys. No, no, this second equation is not in the standard form, guys. I need to fix this out. Okay, let me copy this. Let me copy this. I will copy the first equation. 3x, 3x. Okay, let me copy it again. Let me copy it again. 3x minus y equals 26. And then the second equation, guys, is the one that is not like, it's not helping me at all. I need to modify the second one. Okay, let me copy -2x, -2x. And then, okay, this is, I don't like this, guys. And guys, take a look that y is not here, guys. I need to get y here. What I'm gonna do, guys, the y is on the other side. What I will do,
Pass it to the other side.
okay, I will pass it. Okay, I will move it to the side. It is positive y here. If I move it to the side, on the other side is gonna be
Negative.
Negative.
y, excellent, equals what? That -24 is already on the right side, guys. I just copied. Okay, again. And then this is the system that I got now. Guys, this is not gonna be as easy as the first one, but we can do it. Okay, let's have a look at the first and second equation. Okay, this is, let's say that this is my first equation and this is my second equation. Okay, then which variable will you eliminate? X or Y? And why?
No one.
Mm-hmm. Good point, but which
The X.
Mhm.
The X.
The X. You can eliminate, but what about Y, guys? I have Y, 1 and 1 here. I have the same constant term. Okay, let me copy that. Okay, let me copy -Y, and I have -Y here. What is missing, guys? So in order to do, that I get 0, what is the first thing that you learned? In order to get 0, one term has to be
Positive.
positive and
Different.
the other is negative. In this case, both of them are negative. How can I get one term to be negative? Mhm. Uh-huh. By multiplying what? How can I get the first one? Let's say that I want the first one.
Multiply negative
By
for negative.
Excellent. Multiplying negative. Okay, I will multiply this by -1, right? Okay, -1 times this. Okay, I will multiply the first equation by -1. Then negative and negative is positive. Positive y minus y is 0. Just like that. Because, guys, that is one of the properties of the equations that you can multiply by a number.
Negative.
Okay, by a number as long as you multiply the left and right side. Okay, that's what we're gonna do, guys. We're going to multiply the first equation by what you said?
By
negative.
-1.
-1. Thank you. By -1 here. Okay, let's do it. Then we're gonna use distributive properties here. Okay, I'm gonna copy the first equation again. Okay, that is my first equation. Okay, -1 times 3. What is -1 times 3, guys?
Negative 3x.
Correct, correct. It's -3, -3x. I'm gonna copy it right here. Okay, and then -1 and -y, negative and negative, is positive y equals, and then -1, the right side, guys. Don't forget it. -1 times 26,
Negative 26.
-26. Thank you very much. And then, guys, these are my new system, my new equations. Can I eliminate one variable now?
No,
Just the
yes.
y.
Sure. The y, that was my goal, okay, to get 0. Okay, let's simplify this. Negative 2x and minus 3x. We have the same sign, mister. You add them. You add them. Okay, negative 2 and negative 3 will be, let me use a different color here. I need a different color for sure. That will be negative 5x. And then y minus y is 0, guys.
Four.
Put it, okay, in negative 24 minus 26, that is negative 50, I think, right? And
Yes.
x will be negative 50 divided by this number.
Negative 5.
And what is that equals to, guys? We got it.
Negative 10.
10.
Okay, 10 positive.
10. 10.
Positive.
Yes.
You are dividing negative 15 and divided negative 5. The opposite of that will be positive. Okay, but don't worry. Thank you very much. Okay, this is the value for x. And then it's almost done. How do I find the value for y? You can substitute, guys, either in this equation, either the first one, the second one. Tell me, Valerie.
Why you put -5?
Because of this, Valerie. Because I'm adding this one, the second one, and the new equation. I'm adding this because my goal is to eliminate negative y and positive y. I get 0. That's why I left this empty space, because I got 0. Elimination. And negative 2x and negative 5, negative 3 and negative 2 is negative 5. 2 and 3 is 5, and you copy the sign negative. Negative 5x. Negative 24 and negative 26 is negative 50. That's pretty much it. Another equation. I need to take another equation, guys. Okay, I need to take another equation. You will have to help me. Which equation do you want to substitute x in?
The first.
The first, okay? You can take the second one, whatever, guys. Okay, let's take the first one. Okay, let's take the first one, which is 3x. Let me copy it. 3x minus y equals 26. I will go with the second one, guys, because take a look that y is almost alone. The only thing that I will need to do is to move this negative 24, guys. Let's take the second one. It will be the same, but if you want to take the first one and I will take the second one, let's see if we get the same answers. It'll have to work. I will take the second one. I don't know why, but I like the second expression, which is unique. 2x equals y minus 24. Okay, let's take the second one. I will need to substitute this value. I will need to substitute this value. What is the value for x? Can someone remind me? Negative 2x. What is
Negative 10. 10.
10.
I just found it. I just found it. It's 10. It's this value 10. Okay, let's place it. 10 here. Okay. And then let's solve. Let's solve this parenthesis. Negative 2 times 10.
Negative 20.
Negative 20. Take a look at this negative 24. I will move it here, guys. I will escape this step. Negative 24. If I move it to this side, it's going to be
Positive 24.
positive 24 equals y. Okay, y is going to be along here. Okay, let's simplify this, guys. What is y equals to then? 24 minus 20.
Equals 4.
4.
Thank you. Y is equals to 4. And we got it. Okay, and we got it, guys. This is my y value. Okay, then, guys, we can say solution. Okay, my solution set will be solution x, y. X is 10, you said, right? X is 10, and y is
4.
4. Okay, we got it. X and y. That's my solution set. You can substitute and verify these answers.